What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Virgo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So Virgo, been telling all the other signs this. I'm going on a tweaking things just like a little bit. So I figured after that planetary spread that I did, that'll be like the monthly videos that I do, and then the rest of these videos that I'm going to do going forward, in between those spreads will be just weekly videos. So whenever you come across this video, Virgo, this one could resonate for you, so just keep that in mind, okay? And then also, these are general readings, not one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Been very melodic today. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Virgo. We're just gonna be singing in the rain. It's raining over here, so just you know what's going down, Virgo. But Virgo, with this spread, we're just gonna be kind of going with the flow. Just going, till higher. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards and then we'll get some tarot to clarify. But just so you all know, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Virgo. Oh, Virgo! You hit the mother lode! This is one of your cards. I'm with it. You got the first card of Virgo, which is the mother lode. I kind of spoiled it there for you, Virgo. That's it. But you know what? That does not take away from the abundance, because with the mother lode card, this is a card of prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty, you money maker. Yeah, it definitely says money maker. Sudden wealth, the real deal, on easy street, accomplishment, Virgo. I'm not done. Advantage, still got abundance, fortune, and the prime source. And let's just start with that, Virgo, because when it comes to all this abundance, you are the prime source of that. Every time, and I talk about this all the time, every time I see your energy go into work, it really does produce abundance. You really know how to bring the best out of anything that you're working on, whether that be, my biggest thing for Virgo. If you really want this mother lode here, start here, Virgo. Really take this time and heal you. And not to say that you are in need of healing, Virgo, but just like when you take time and focus on you and get your stuff in line there, Virgo, people come seeking you out, because you are a sign that, you really are a sign of service and of really just, of help. But I feel that it's something where instead of, when I think of Virgo energy, how it's, you want to just give that energy, let the people come to you with this, because you really do. You're represented by the King of Pentacles. And I just feel like, when you focus on your growth and really, really come into your energies, Virgo, there is prosperity, all this fortune, that really comes towards you. And it really can be that easy, because when you think about, just earth signs, you have the perk of being the most flexible of the earth signs, because you're a mutable sign, you're adaptable. And so that gives you that flexibility to really kind of play around and manifest whatever it really is that you want, Virgo, because you, one, are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is is brilliant energy. Mercury rules over your sign and Gemini's, and you really do have, when you really put that mind to work, how you map out things and how you can map out this mother lode here, map out you and figure out what does abundance look like for you? How do we get these big wins? And then make that stuff happen, Virgo. And if you think for a second that you can't, we need to fix that, because you are, this isn't, the fact that this is one of your cards, that they choose for you to, that's represented by you, Virgo, that says a lot. And also, Virgo, when you just thinking about your sign, yours is a sign of routine. When you get in that routine of, really working on you and working on these, and not just like yourself, on top of that, like your dreams and, getting that mind, body, spirit connection all lined up, you can really have all the abundance, because that's how King of Pentacles does it. Wherever he goes, there is abundance around, Virgo. Let's get some oracle, or let's get some tarot on this, because what a strong start. That's what I'm talking about. Interesting. Virgo. So we got the Page of Swords and the Death card in reverse here. And this is something that if we aren't feeling this abundance, Virgo, let's say like this is just like, well, when's this coming, Virgo? Or, yeah, because you're calling me Virgo. When's this coming, Justin? Well, just sidebar, Virgo, I don't have any Virgo in my chart. I got a Virgo placement on like a comet, but nothing noteworthy. So that's all you, Virgo. But I feel like if we're not feeling this jackpot, this prosperity, this good fortune, if you haven't been feeling abundant as of late, I feel like that, Virgo, it's time to sit down and do some brainstorming, figure out how we can how do we get to this? How do we get to the mother lode here? How do we get to that higher vibration of ourselves here, Virgo? And I feel like that this is something where you're going to really need to be receptive to where it is that your instincts are guiding you. We're in a time, especially when I'm thinking this is a great time, this mother lode, this can be accomplished with Saturn and Pisces, because Saturn and Pisces, that allows us to take all of our dreams and really manifest that, Virgo. Because Saturn, this is a sick placement for Saturn, because Saturn really wants us to make our dreams come true. In Virgo, again, you being an earth sign, it comes more naturally to you than the rest of the signs. It's not to say that the rest of them can't, it's just where you walk. Abundance, bam, bam, bam. So, Virgo, don't resist this transformation. You can have this abundance, this success, this plenty, but we just got to map out how does that look. And if there are certain areas in our lives, that are maybe holding you back, let's get in the routine of correcting some things. Let's start working some stuff, some good habits into our daily lives and get us closer to that mother lode, get us closer to that King of Pentacles. Like, it's fantastic, Virgo. I'm digging this week so far. More? Because why not? Why not get a little bit more abundance? You're at an advantage here, Virgo. And this is, in Virgo, keep in mind, but let me preface, it's not that I don't feel like you're not grateful, but this could be something too, if we haven't been feeling like that, getting in the habit of just appreciating all of the abundance that is already around you, Virgo, because that is something to celebrate as well. It's all those little bits of riches that accumulate into this mother lode, but it's a matter of where our mindset at as well. What are we manifesting? And that's interesting, Virgo. You got the Four of Swords upright, and then you got the Five of Swords in reverse here. And, this is something that I feel like with the Four of Swords popping up, this is really, especially if we're not feeling like we've been abundant, or that things have not been going our way. Taking some time and just like pausing for a second. Let's get our thoughts in order, trying to figure out in what ways aren't we feeling abundant, and how can we manifest that? What can we do to change this? And I'm getting a couple things with this Five of Swords, Virgo. I feel like one thing, when we're thinking about our journeys and how we get to whatever abundance looks like for you, try to be mindful of not comparing yourself to others and how they look on their journey, because how it looks for Tim is going to look different for David, is going to look different for Steve. But it's all we're all trying to get to that mother lode and what we're trying to look like. And this can also be as well, Virgo, if we've had people who might have been pitching you some ideas or something along those lines. Explore that stuff. You don't have to do everything that everyone says. It's like how I say at the beginning, you take what resonates with you and you leave the rest with them. But this is, we got to keep an open mind, and again, just because I'm thinking this card is Venus in Aquarius. And just being open, keeping an open heart to just like the ideas, especially if they're trying to help you, Virgo, get you towards that mother lode, because maybe they have eyes on something that you don't, because sometimes our own kind of areas that we need to be improve, we may have some blind spots in them. So just keeping an open mind, Virgo. Okay, more. All right, Virgo, let's get some more Oracle on the mix here. Yeah, really strong start. Look at you, claiming the week. And you know what? This makes sense too. Work with this energy, Virgo, because Mercury just moved into Taurus, and this is going to be a more practical energy. And Mercury's going to be in Taurus for a little while, because it's going to retrograde on the 21st. But in between this time, that may cause a little bit of weirdness with like finances and things. But during the meantime, this is a good time to, use this energy to your advantage. Get some stuff set up right now, so that we can kind of ride this wave out. Cause some new waves there, Virgo. Manifest your success, your abundance. This is, oof. Oh, now we're just throwing cards here. Okay, hold up. Oh, that one? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Virgo, interesting. Gemini got the same card, and actually they got it at the same spot here. That was their second card. But you got the fourth card of Sagittarius here, which is the gavel card. And this is a card of conviction, decisions made, pay attention, offer accepted, legal matters, court order, fair, finished, being judged, bring order, serious situation, important decisions, and assertion. And I feel like one thing, Virgo, just thinking with that being judged kind of popped out to me right off the bat. And I'm just thinking with your energies, because you have such an analytical mind, it can come across, I feel like, as overly critical, and we can be harsh on ourselves, Virgo, because I know how you can pinpoint others, help them pinpoint their stuff, but I can't even imagine, trying to, when you're looking at you, and what areas that you want to improve on. That can be a lot sometimes. It can come across, we just don't want to come from a place of criticisms, not in like harsh criticisms. We want to keep them constructive. Oh, I've noticed that, because of my diet, I don't like blah blah blah. Okay, then let's start working on some things for that, being in those kind of mindsets. But I also, and I mentioned this with Gemini as well, if we being mindful of any sort of just shady characters that are offering you this, of real quick prosperity. Because and I know you got I've just talked about how intelligent you are. I know you got a good mind on you, Virgo. But, just being extra mindful, the scammers are getting, tricky. Not that tricky. I just got a text not too long ago talking about, oh, unfortunately, your Netflix account is canceled. You got to click on this thing to get it restored. And it's just like, come on, buddy, I don't even have a Netflix account. You got to do better than that. But just be mindful of that kind of stuff, Virgo, and pay attention to any sort of any sort of things that you feel may get you in some kind of weird legal trouble. I would take that with a grain of salt, and just do your research before we go further on. And someone comes pitching you the next biggest idea since sliced bread. Again, keep an open page, but let's be mindful. But let's get Virgo, just something else, and take this as it resonates. This could be something too where, just thinking about legal matters and mother loads and things, this could be something where maybe some of us may be coming into, and if something has happened with a family member or anything along those lines, then my heart's going out to you, Virgo. I'm sending mad healing vibrations and love and such. But if we are maybe we're dealing with something where it's something with like inheritance or things along those lines. I just feel like just pay attention to all the details, and because this can be when you're in a time like that, it could, we're not sure where our head's at. We're all going through a transition, trying to figure this stuff out here. So yeah, just making sure that we're paying attention to stuff. Keeping all legal matters in order, just documents and things. But just a little sidebar there, Virgo. But let's see how we can work with this energy. Virgo, and now I'm just looking some more. This, you got the offer accepted on this card as well, and that may be something too. Like keeping, like how I was saying, keep in mind for some shady characters, but also keep in mind for some cool opportunities. Absolutely. Because who knows what type of expansion may come for you, Virgo, but keep an open mind. It's a weird place. It's just like like I was saying, I feel like I know you can sniff out some nonsense. But if there's something that we're thinking about, like a new experience that may take you out of a comfort zone, where it's like, maybe there's this great job that you want, but maybe you have to move across the country, or maybe to a different, maybe over internationally even, I feel like keep an open mind for opportunities that may come your way, Virgo, because it may feel like you're giving up a lot in that moment, but you don't know what kind of prosperity, what kind of fortune may come up in the long run here. And this is something where, if we have maybe loved ones or anything along those lines, don't feel like that you automatically have to cut off an idea just because of that. At least bring up the idea just to see, just to get a game plan to see, because who knows, this could be, maybe this has been, if we're in a relationship, maybe we've been focusing here, for someone, maybe it's now, it's time to, we got to have reciprocity, Virgo. But I definitely think with this Three of Wands here, be calculated, but keep an open mind, and weigh your options and see, how, in what ways that this could bring you expansion. And Virgo, again, depending on when you're watching this is the sun in Aries. And the sun is in Aries right now. This is a great time for new opportunities, while we still got maybe a couple more weeks before we move into Taurus season. So make the most of this Aries energy there, Virgo. Try something new, Sagittarius energy. They're about expansion, about, higher learning and all of that stuff. So see where these experiences may take you. Let's see what else we got here, Virgo. Let's see what else we got here, Virgo. Interesting. I like that. I love that, Virgo. You got the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. In this, Virgo, this shows me that if we've been getting, been thinking that we've been that we don't have anything, that we've been in a state of lack as of late, that we can't seem to get ahead or anything along those lines. This could be, the Five of Pentacles to me, especially in reverse, it indicates that things can turn our way. It's just like, one, I feel like that this is something where it's like, if we have others to maybe ask for help, for example, is this something where maybe if we find ourselves in yeah, if we just feel like we've just been in some kind of jam, I feel like if you need help, Virgo, I feel like that this is something where maybe ask for some help. But this to me feels like that if you want to get out of this, this state of, if we've been feeling in this place of things haven't been going our way, or, just haven't been good luck or anything along those lines, this feels to me like this, that things can change. It's just, again, we have to open ourselves up to different perspectives and maybe try some things that are maybe out of our comfort zone, Virgo, and just maybe kind of switch things up a little bit and see where that takes you, Yeah, because I just this really does. I think I'm gonna get a little bit more on that, Virgo, with this 5 of Pentacles here. Let's get a little bit more of that. Okay, let's see what we got here, Virgo. Interesting. So the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by, and this is all in reverse here. You got the Hierophant, you got the Page of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And Virgo, I'm also kind of feeling, if we were trying to think about maybe if we want to make like maybe like a business move, for example, or any sort of ways that we can like maybe make our own abundance. I feel like if we're having troubles doing this stuff, well, then maybe this may be something where it's like, if you don't have to do this by yourself, Virgo, this may be something where we might want to think about getting a mentor, maybe, and in whatever area that you may be trying to improve here. But I do feel like, with this Page of Cups and Knight of Cups, or excuse me, and Knight of Swords popping up here, this is something where, Virgo, we're going to have to think out of the box here, get creative, figure out how we're going to manifest this prosperity. And then we got to put in the work, we got to do our research and not be afraid to rise to the challenges here, because you're getting ready to, really getting ready to evolve here and really to gain some wisdom. I feel like it's with this Hierophant, it's just making that connection with your skills and figuring out, what things that you're passionate about and what can bring you this prosperity, and then harnessing that and really and nurturing that ability. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense, Virgo. Yeah, this is interesting, but I do, this really signals to me that if we've been feeling like our luck's been kind of down, really, things can change. It's just we gotta, yeah. If there's something that we might be missing here, we need to just think outside of the box, but let's get some more oracles on this, Virgo. Interesting. Okay. So you got the 7th card of... Oh, this is one of your cards. I thought that was Scorpio. Another one of your cards here, Virgo. You got the 7th card of Virgo, which is the Fine Print card. And the Fine Print, this is a card of detail, look closer, inspection, research. Weren't we just talking about that? Oh, be careful. We were just talking about that too. In depth, pay attention, don't assume, thorough, deep dive, hidden, information, double check, read between the lines. And so, Virgo, that's interesting, because now that kind of adds a different kind of... Virgo, I feel like that maybe for some of us, if we... Just thinking about when we were talking about people earlier, it may be, presenting them with different options. Just with this combination here, this gavel and this fine print here, really be aware of whom we're working with, Virgo. And I don't don't feel like you need to be paranoid or anything along those lines, but just like make sure that if there's any type of uncertainty on whatever type of stuff, when it comes to anything, making sure that we are asking questions, we are, that we're getting clarifiers, all of that, we just want to double check, triple check if you have to. But yes, I feel, don't make assumptions, let's pay attention, be careful, just because, we don't want to get into any kind of weird kind of legal matter here. And just because it kind of popped in my head, Virgo, and this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but just being mindful of who we're just thinking with this mother lode, and just inheritance and things, just being mindful again of who we're connecting with, and shady characters. You know, we don't want to, just because you got a couple young bucks here, and we're not quite sure what their intentions are coming in reverse here. So just, you got a lot of people in reverse here, Virgo. So just keep an eye out. And again, this is not like I feel like people are trying to swindle you, Virgo, but just, you know, read between the lines, trust your intuition. But I also feel like, you know, kind of getting off that energy, Virgo, I do also feel like that this is something where if we're thinking about, like, again, maybe starting something new or trying to do some kind of change, I just feel like, you know, doing like a closer look to our options about how, because you, like, for example, if we're thinking about maybe about switching careers, for example, doing some detailed look, you know, like, not, if you're saying that you want to do something, you know, how do we go about doing it, you know, and then do that thing, Virgo, be in that energy. And I feel like when you do, things are going to start opening up for you and really start, you know, that's when the prosperity is really going to start pouring in. But let's get some, this is an interesting reading, Virgo. Let's get some tarot on this and see what's going down here. All right, Virgo. Interesting. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups in reverse here. And you know, Virgo, I'll start with first thing. If we're doing things, again, that don't feel harmonious to us, you know, and this more so feels like in like career, if we were thinking that maybe we're not feeling as abundant as we can of doing what we're currently doing, then I say, you know, try to do more things that, try to find whatever you're passionate about and figure out what are some ways that we can cook up some ideas to make that manifest, to make that happen. Because again, we're in the age of innovation and things are really starting to change up, Virgo. But I'm still getting, you know, and it's weird, you know, I'm just still getting like some random like people vibes. So if we're in some kind of like, if we're in a relationship and you've noticed that, because, you know, this, you know, just thinking with this doesn't even necessarily have to be with just like money. If we're noticing that people are like, people are like taking our energy, you know, and it's like there's no reciprocity. It's just like it's been just like a lot of give, you know, just like Virgo, you know, ringing bells, you know, being of service, but there's no kind of anything back with that, Virgo. Not that, again, that I feel like that you would put yourself in a situation like that, but sometimes, you know, we might miss the signs. You know, maybe this person may be kind of smooth with how they're operating, but if just something doesn't feel right, you know, and it's taking your energy and stuff like that, pulling from the prime source here, Virgo, then I just feel like that maybe we need to set some boundaries, you know, maybe because you got a weird amount of people and they all are in reverse here, and we're not sure about these characters. Let's get a little bit more on this, Virgo. Interesting. Yeah, you got the Ace of Wands here, Virgo. And this is, to me, saying, like, you know, again, things that are just like siphoning your energy and if you got you feeling depleted. Because it's one thing, you know, just thinking about with work, for example. It's one thing if you have like a busy day and things, you know, you're feeling exhausted. But if it's like every day, it's just like, oh, I got to go to this thing again. Like your energy, and that's the base that your energy's at or that your energy's at. Virgo, I feel like there are way more, just more inspiring, better ways that we can utilize this energy, that you can take that amazing earth energy that you have and produce some just greater things, you know, for not just even for yourself, but for everyone. But, you know, I just feel like that this is questioning, you know, where are we putting our energies with this Ace of Wands here? Let's see what else. All right, Virgo, wrapping up here. We got the King of Cups in reverse, and we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. And we're going to switch back over. Because with this energy, Virgo, if again, if we're doing things, King, if we're doing, well, okay, first off, because now just I had like a side thought with that. If we're doing things that again are not, that don't have us in balance, Virgo, if we've been where our head and our heart have been kind of wrestling as of late, where it's just like this doesn't feel like Ten of Cups to me. This doesn't feel like I'm getting all of my fulfillment, you know, that my dreams are come true. This is not how you know, the road towards my happily ever after looks like, because Ten of Cups is what we're working for, you know, for the long haul, Virgo. But if things aren't already starting to form, then yeah, I feel like that this is, how do we change that picture? What do we need to do to get to these uncharted territories here? How do we open up this map a little bit and find more prosperity here? Find the abundance in this journey, Virgo. And I feel like if we just listen to, make that connection with you and your higher self, God, Buddha, Jesus, whomever, you know, and listen to your instinct and listen to where it's trying to guide you. Make that connection. I do feel like that's going to get you to where you want to be in life. But just one more thing, you know, just, you know, how I was saying, this weird people party. If we, you know, if we're in a place where we're dealing with a lot of people, you know, just with the King of Cups popping up in reverse, you know, maybe messing up Ten of Cups here, just keep eyes on, again, just on the people that were, or what the energies that were around right now, Virgo. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. That was an interesting reading, Virgo. Yeah, because you know, we started off jackpot, which I still absolutely, jackpot is coming, but you just like, again, it can be, you know, when I think of like jackpots and abundance and things, it's more, it's your money, it's your health, it's your material stuff, it's your, how you manifest, you know, your energy for you know, creation, all of that. So, you know, just keeping eyes on that, Virgo, because you really do have an abundance of just beautiful energy, because you really are a sign that, if people are lucky enough to have you know, someone with a you know, Virgo placements in their lives, I mean, it's just incredible what you all can do. I mean, seriously, King of Pentacles all day, every day. So if anything resonated with you, Virgo, you know, give it a thumbs up, and you know, but yes, you know, for of course, you know, if you like the video, that's always a bonus. But more so, just like to know, like to let other Virgos know that, you know, we're all trying to figure this out together. You know, like, there are times where, you know, we're all trying to find that abundance, you know, what Ten of Cups looks like for us, how do we get balanced, you know, who our soul tribe looks like. It's a tricky game, Virgo, but it's a fun game too. So just something to think about. And then share this too, you know, if maybe you know someone who might be going through this, who might feel a little stuck, like they, you know, can't seem to get onto that next, you know, get onto that next chapter here. Share this with them. You know, maybe this might help them out, Virgo. And then if you haven't already, subscribe and then hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each week. And then as far as social media goes, I'm working on the other ones, but I'm on this app, Insight Timer. And I created a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. It's just a little spot to drop some positive affirmation or some, you know, encouraging messages. I got a treasure trove there, so if you just need like a little pick-me-up, Virgo, little mantras, you know, to get you in an abundant mindset, there's absolutely stuff there for you, Virgo. And, you know, as it grows, I would love to do like just, you know, just start scheduling different meditations, and it'd just be a good old time, Virgo. But again, that's on the meditation app Insight Timer, and the group is called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. So definitely check that out. And then lastly, if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever, Virgo, come check out my other channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise card here so I can get you out of here, Virgo. I'm with it, because you got the star card here. I like that. That's a lovely little finisher. And then let's see, what should we get for your oh, all right. We get some experience, Virgo. I'm with it. And you know what? With this situation here, you know, because this, if we're trying to, how do I want to put this? I feel like if we're trying to find our abundance, we're trying to get to that place that, again, that fills up all of our cups. Virgo, you see this young hand in this wise hand here. This is, you going through life. There are gonna be some ups and some downs, but you're going through an experience right now, and this is something where if you feel like that you're falling behind, or that you don't seem to quite get it, Virgo, we're all learning this stuff here. We're all trying to figure this out, and this is something that, if you've been uncertain or anything along those lines, as far as where this is going, maybe that's gotten you've been feeling a little frustrated, maybe there have been some kind of weirdness going down with people, whatever is going on, the Star card. I feel like if because this is a lot thinking about this stuff, Virgo. Just take some time. If we need to do any kind of healing, make sure that we're doing some kind of, taking care of ourselves, getting in that routine. But the Star card can also be, for me, two things. One, when I was talking about that connection with higher self, that connecting to source, that's how we manifest, Virgo, really tuning into those signals and literally, feeling where the energies are trying to guide you. And this also, the Star card can be a card for me of unexpected help. So this could be something where maybe like a teacher may be coming in, if we're thinking about maybe making a career shift, or this could be something too, maybe just just thinking about this, some law stuff and things like that. Maybe this is something where we maybe need to find an expert. Maybe this is something, just making sure that we're managing our stuff well, but overall, Virgo, I feel like that this is going to be, and this can be a very abundant time for you, not just in this week, but always, but it's just focusing on the potential that you have with this Star card as well, because this is when you're shining your brightest, Virgo, and really channeling your energy. You've hit the mother lode. And we really all benefit from that. So I'm with it. I think I'm gonna leave that there, Virgo. I hope that made sense, because that was a doozy. So you stay safe out there, Virgo. And again, I'm not to get you paranoid or anything along those lines, but you just stay safe out there. Just keep always it's always good to just practice, having a good level of awareness, Virgo. And you just really focus on raising your vibration, because these people here, all in reverse here, this could also be, Virgo, maybe you're getting ready to help this community rise up. Maybe you're wanting to do something. How do we take this abundance and deliver it to the neighborhood, to the city, to the whatever, Virgo? Maybe you're getting ready to become some kind of spiritual leader here. Who knows? But just raise that vibration, Virgo. I love how this is. Look at that. Look at you getting all that experience. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.